Thank you, Chris, and the organizing committee for the opportunity to be here presenting for you about updates from the swine disease reporting system. So the swine disease reporting system is a project that collects veterinary diagnostic data and diagnostic results on anonymized format from 5 different veterinary diagnostic laboratories and organize this information and provide information for veterinarians and producers to take informed decisions about disease management and control. It's a swine health information center-funded project. So when we think about PRRS virus, we have here a chart that presents the number of cases tested for PRRS virus over a year and month, and we can see that there is a trend increasing number of cases over time. If you look for 2018, we tested about 6,000 cases per month, and now in 2021, 2022, that's about 7,000 cases. So when we test all of that, we start to think, well, how is the trends of the detection over time? And this chart presents a monitoring algorithm that runs in the background. And if you look specifically for 2022, what they have there, that red line that is broken, that's what really happens, is the detection for each week of these years. The blue line is what was expected. So it's according to the expected, but that doesn't tell everything because we need to go more deep in details about PRRS virus. When we break this information by year and month and by age category, the first thing that we can see on top is that the winter market age category has the highest level of detection for PRRS virus. So that means we need to pay attention for this age group and these farms because they play important role in the microepidemiological aspects of PRRS virus detection. The second thing that it's related to that is on the second half of each year, there is an increase in detection on the winter market farms that precedes the increase in detection on the adult sow farms. And that's basically 3 to 4 weeks. So every year when we start to see activity in the finishing sites, 3 or 4 weeks later that starts to occur in adult sow farm. The other thing is when we look specifically for adult sow farm, and here we have the same line just with a different y-axis, is that the upper and lower limits of detection is going up. So that means we start from 2018 to 2022, we have basically 4% more cases positive for PRRS virus in the age category adult sow farm. So that can be 2 things, more usage of vaccines in these breeding herds and you still detect that, or that we are having more positivity of the herds in the fields going on. When we break this information by region, and region I mean state, and here we have a map that's from the month of May, we start to see there is an algorithm that runs in the background, and start to see states as Nebraska, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana that was on a dark red color. That means the detection of PRRS virus in those states was above state-specific line for that month. So at the regional level, we still see activity, even though at the overall level was according to expected. And then I put this PCAS chart, whatever you want to call here, with the most frequent strains detected at an overall level and at state level. I'm going to break that down to understand what's going on down there. The first thing that we look here is in the year of 2022, the strain that's most frequent detected, it's lineage 1C variant, RFLP 144, followed by lineage 1H 184 and lineage 1A 174. So that's a similar trend that what we saw in 2021. Now, the lineage 1C variant is the most frequent detected. And if you look for the trend of detection of this strain, that keeps coming as a waves. But what is different is that wave that was formed in December of 2021, and now in the summer of 2022, there was more activity in sow farms than the previous waves that we got. And interesting or not, in more recent activity of this PRRS virus strain, you can see that these neighboring states that are South Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, and Illinois, from Minnesota and Iowa that was the epicenter, they start to have more detection of this strain. And that's from 2022, it's not only from April. Well, and how about the states? If you look specifically, Iowa, Minnesota, North Carolina, the pattern of detection in the strains that were more frequent detected in those states did not change from 2001 to 2022. But if you start to break down, as example, Illinois, a lineage 1A, RFLP 143, started to came to the game and is the most frequent in this year. If you go for Indiana, a lineage 1A, LFLP 144 is playing the game now along with the lineage 1A 174. Changes in Missouri, the lineage 1C variant that was not there previous year, now is the second most frequent detected. Kansas is a completely different game. A lineage 1E is the more frequent detected in 2022. If you look for Nebraska, there is this lineage 1C, a 132, that's the second most frequent, but lineage 1C variant is also playing a role there. If you look for Ohio, lineage 1C, LFLP 144 is the one that came as the second most frequent detected this year. If you look for Oklahoma, a lineage 1E, LFLP 132 is the most frequent detected in 2022. South Dakota, lineage 1C variant started to be the predominant one. And if you look for other states in the east side of the Mississippi River, the lineage 1A RFLP 133 is the second most frequent detected there. So that brings along the idea of, if you want to understand what's going on in terms of PRRSV detection, we need to look at a regional level, not only at an overall level, to detect those changes and those occurrences in the field that's going on. So with that, I thank you, and I think I have time for one or two questions here or at the end.